Hello, everyone. I know that there is no excuse to my absence in YouTube, but my laziness. So maybe because of it, I lost a lot of time of practice by talking in front of my camera and lost this opportunity to improve my English. So that's it's pity. But because of this lockdown and quarantine measures which we experience in our country, I also have to be at home at least only on the weekends, and there's like nothing to do but watching YouTube, some TV programs, movies, and uh, you know, um at average time, I practice my English like in local library. Uh, we have a speaking club here, and yeah, it's not the same as speak with natives, and via the internet I have this opportunity, but lack of my confidence stops me from doing it. And recently, like a couple of days ago, I had a chat with natives, so it was a little bit funny because usually it had to meet native speakers in some groups of I mean English groups, because who may be interested in learning English if it's your native language. So, and like a year ago, I started to learn Spanish by myself via Duolingo, and I quit it temporarily, like half a year ago, because I started uh, to learn French in my local school of foreign languages. Yeah, why I chose it, because I think French language it's more complicated compared to Spanish. That's why I decided to join the classes, because Spanish is really like a homophone language, as we can see a word, we can read this word exactly as it's written. But we can't do it with French because they have a lot of silent letters, like for example, one word consists of let's imagine 12 letters, but we pronounce only two syllables. Like, it's so hard to me. And about that chat with natives, it was in a Spanish group, and they like they are like beginners, and just we're trying Duolingo lessons. And when I heard them at first, yeah, I introduced myself, and they asked me where I'm from, and which your native language is. And uh, one of them says that your accent is like clear foreign accent, that you're foreigner, but they can understand me, like perfectly understand. And I was deeply offended by it, because yeah, I don't try to uh, uh, disguise my accent and try to be like a chameleon and imitate UK's accents or American accents. And yeah, but this remark a little bit touched me. So actually, those guys, one guy and one girl, they were from the US, and mostly in their life, listen to the UK's radios, and that was like my mistake, because I accused them they are pretenders, and also don't sound like natives. And I said them, like, you're not a natives also, guys. I don't recognize your uh, like natural accent here. And they named some states. I don't remember which of the US, but then I realized my mistake and said that sorry, it's just because of my experience. Mostly, I listen to UK English and not the US, so that's why your accent to me sounds like foreign accent, foreign English. But I had this kind of audacity to say native speakers that they are not native speakers. Yeah, and the thing that like uh, up to my mood is that they admitted they can understand me clearly, but my accent it's not an obstacle for it. And some people uh, they speak kind of mumbo jumbo accent which nobody can understand, and the reason of it is maybe because they just started to learn new language. And yeah, the reason of uh, one of the major reasons, I think. And mambo jumbo is like gobbledygook, something which you can't understand, and quietly informal for daily speech. And you know I would like to share the origin of this phrase. It's from 18th century when English sailors banked on west bank of Africa, and they met some local tribes which were worshipping to some god uh, who named like Mamadou or something like this. Mama, I don't remember. I just need check it. It's not. It was Mama Dumbo. So, and because of their like uh, misunderstanding of the behavior of those tribes, they misspelled this god, and their language of those tribes were for them languages were for them like gobbledygook, something ununderstandable. They just call it like mixed with the name of the god, and said that you're doing, you speak, and everything which you believe in, it's mumbo jumbo. So, and nowadays we have this idiom, like, but quite informal one. So, yeah, hope it was clear as usual. Maybe I'll try to eliminate my native accent, but accent is not an issue. And by the way, they mentioned that they like my accent. So take care. Bye for now.